So does anyone remember what we have learned in yesterday's class?
Ma'am, merging of colors.
Yes, that's
One
correct.
color blending and white blending.
Yes, but that's correct. So what we learned yesterday, I'll just go through a quick recap, okay? So we went through the single colors where we just use just like one shade of color, and then we use water to blend it in and get like a lighter shade at the start of the shape. This is the first technique that we learned yesterday in our class. In the second one, does anyone want to explain what we have done in the second technique?
Ma'am, we had applied red in the one corner and the yellow in the other corner. When we merged it in the middle, we got another color, which is the
Yes, but
secondary
you
color.
you you are close. But what did we apply first? Did we apply red or yellow?
Red.
I guess like you have to look at the you have to practice this again. Okay,
Ma'am, we
so
did the yellow color, ma'am.
yes, pa. So that's correct. So what we did was we applied the yellow color first because if you just start with the light shade first, it's easier for you to blend the colors later on. So we started with the yellow shade at start. We painted the entire shape with yellow, and then we started with the red shape in one corner of the shape, and then in middle we blended it to get orange color. Okay. And then the third technique that we learned was blending it with white color.
Ma'am, I told it by mistake because I was not there in yesterday's class.
That's fine. If you were not there yesterday, that's fine. You can go through the YouTube. Okay. If you have any questions after like watching the YouTube, you can text me in WhatsApp.
Okay.
Okay. So what did we do in the third technique? Does anyone want to give a star like on what we did?
We first applied the white and then we slowly added the red, blend with the white.
Yes,
Not
that's
the
correct.
one, we should add a droplet, water drop.
Yes, yes. So that's exactly what we did. So we applied white till the middle of the shape, and then we started with red on the other hand, and then we blended them in middle. So whoever didn't have white, you guys have to like use the water, okay? But make sure that you get the white color and the black color because they are the major important colors that we'll be using for details later on. Okay, so these are the three techniques that we looked into yesterday. We'll be going over the other three. For that, make sure to observe in this class, okay? Because it's interesting to go over the painting techniques again and again, but I would recommend you guys to observe here first because it will consume most of our time. So I'll start drawing now, okay? It's the same three shapes. We are going to explore the other three techniques in today's class. If you guys have already drawn this three of them and they're empty, you guys haven't colored it yet, that's fine. You guys can observe what I'm doing here. And then when we start to paint, all of us can start parallelly.
Are you using for this miniature flat brush or round brush?
For this, I'll be letting you guys know, okay? So for one of the techniques, we'll be using thin brush. And for the other one, we'll be using a flat brush. I'll let you guys know when to use a round brush, okay? So right now, we'll be using the red color, okay? If you guys have like light red or dark red, it doesn't matter. Just use any red. That's your favorite, okay? I'm going to use this red today.
ராஜி நம்மகிட்ட இந்த டியூப் இருக்காடி.
For
Ma'am,
this,
we could use
yes, but
tube colors or we can use acrylic colors.
I would recommend you to start with the tube colors. Like what do you mean by tube colors? We have like poster tubes or watercolor tubes. Which
Ma'am,
one do you?
poster tubes.
Yeah, I would recommend you to start with poster tubes first.
Ma'am, but
Because
I
the main
have a poster tube.
Okay. So that's totally fine. So you guys can either use poster colors, or if you guys don't have access to it, you guys are welcome to use the watercolors as well. But I wouldn't prefer to start with acrylics because it's hard for you if you don't merge when the paint is wet. If it gets dry, you won't be able to merge it. So that's why we are starting with poster colors. I'm taking the thin brush now, okay? We are going to use a thin brush for the other technique. Make sure to just wash your brush and dry it. I'm not taking a lot of paint portion. I'll show you guys. Yeah, this is how much I'm taking. For the first one we are going to learn today, we are going to trace this border with red.
Ma'am, we have to use watercolor or acrylic colors.
We have to use poster colors. That's what I mentioned in the WhatsApp group chat last week. But whoever doesn't have access to the watercolors, I mean, whoever doesn't have access to the poster colors can use the watercolors for the time being.
Okay.
Okay. Parallelly, you guys also should do this, okay? So take a thin brush, make sure to wash it and dry your brush, and then take a small portion of red color and sorry?
Your video is lagging.
Slagging. I don't see video slacking. Maybe do you want to reconnect it because I'm not sure if there is some issue with the network. So after you guys, I'll give you guys a couple of minutes to complete this step, okay? It's not a rush. Make sure to take your time and draw this step perfectly because we'll be using this in different drawings as well. This is one of the major techniques when you can use this to outline with black color in like larger paintings. So here we are painting the border with the red color. But then in larger paintings, we mainly use this with black color to give some outlines.
Ma'am, is this fourth step?
Yes, but this is the fourth step.
Let's see your video.
You can't see my video. Can you see it now? Or is it...
No, ma'am. Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm just.
Ma'am, now we are used red color, ma'am.
Yes, but I have used red color.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, I have a watercolor, ma'am.
That's good, but do you have poster colors?
No, ma'am.
That's fine, but you can use the watercolors for the time being. But later on, you just try it with the poster colors later on, okay? For now in the class, try it with watercolors.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, I have tempera paints, ma'am. Is that okay?
Sorry, but what was your question?
I have tempera paints, ma'am. Is that okay?
Yes, but that's okay. You can start parallelly doing this, and if you find any difficulties with blending, right, let me know because I haven't worked with that paints yet. So I'm not quite sure how it will blend, okay? Okay, so let's move on to the next step. In this one, you just need to like clean your brush with the water, but make sure not to dry it with the tissue paper because you might have to blend this using water itself. I'm using the thin brush, okay? I haven't used the flat brush or the round brush yet in today's lesson. Make sure to smudge this a bit along the shape. I'll show you guys a little closer. Yeah, can you guys see the difference here?
Yes.
Just use the water, okay? You guys don't need to add any colors in this one.
Ma'am, I can't see your screen.
Bring it a bit closer. You should be able to see it now. Okay. I'll give you guys 2 minutes to complete this step, okay?
Ma'am, I can't see your screen.
I think it's visible, but Uncle, is my screen visible?
Yes, ma.
Okay.
Ma'am, what do you have done, ma'am? Mine is different and yours is different, ma'am.
That's fine. So what I did was I didn't add any colors in the first one. First you need to draw the shape. Second, you need to take a small portion of red and make sure that you follow the same lines. You just draw a border of it using the red color, and then you just you wash your brush. Instead of drying, you just take your brush and then you use those water droplets to smudge it with the shape.
Okay. Any shape, ma'am.
Just try with this shape for now, and then later on when you're trying with other colors, you can draw with different shapes.
Okay, ma'am.
By the way, did you guys try the blending techniques yesterday with the other colors?
What exactly, ma'am?
Sorry, Pa?
Ma'am, I did not do that.
Okay, that's fine. If you guys didn't do it, that's also alright, okay? But make sure if you can, you just try it with the other shades as well. Then you guys might get an idea of how to blend. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Make sure to get your flat brush for this step. I'm washing my brush first and then drying it with the tissue paper. Now we are going to start with the yellow color. I'm going to use this yellow. This one.
Lemon yellow, ma'am.
Yes, I'm using lemon yellow.
Ma'am, I don't have yellow color. What color can I use?
Then what set of colors do you have? Like light and dark shade, what set of colors do you have?
Ma'am, I don't have any shade of yellow, but I have orange and peach color.
You have orange and peach. Do you have red?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay, then what you can do is you can use orange and red for the moment.
Okay, ma'am.
But yeah, I think you might need like 3 shades of colors for this one.
Okay,
So maybe you can use peach as well. Use the peach as the base shade.
okay, ma'am.
Yep. Once you give a base shade of yellow, then you might have to add orange to it. If you guys don't have orange, make sure to just mix red and yellow, okay? You need to get like a strong shade of orange. What you have to do is start from here. If you guys can see, the shade is turning a little more darker. So it's more like a dark yellow right now. If I add like the strong shade of orange in the base shade, then I'm getting like a dark shade of yellow.
Ma'am, did you using orange?
Yes, but I'm using orange, yes.
Ma'am, I don't have orange color, ma'am.
Then can you think of like mixing 2 colors to get orange? Do you remember the color wheel that we learned before?
Yes, ma'am. Red color with yellow color, ma'am.
Yes. So use that technique to get like a strong base of red. I mean orange.
Okay.
And then you
Okay,
can
ma'am.
just add them in.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am,
Yes, Pat?
ma'am, I am having vermilion, ma'am.
Orange.
So like what was your question, Pat? Can you guys ask one by one?
Ma'am, I don't have orange, ma'am. I have
You don't have
vermilion,
orange?
ma'am.
It's fine. Just make sure to mix red and yellow together.
But I am having vermilion.
Well, yeah, you can use vermilion then. That's a good shade of orange actually. It's a
Okay, ma'am.
brighter version. You can use vermilion. Yes.
Mama, you.
Sorry, but what was your question? Okay, I'm starting with red now, okay? The technique that we are learning right now is known as the triple colors. We are using all the 3 colors to blend it in together.
And what color you have used, ma'am?
I have used red color, but and after that, what am I going? What I'm going? Yes, but
Is this the second one?
yes, this is the second technique that we are learning today.
No, ma'am. Is it yesterday's second one?
No, but it's like today we have mixed like 3 different colors in it. So this is a different technique to the one we learned yesterday. It might look similar, but it's different. So this is known as triple colors, okay? Here till here, you guys will be able to see the red color. From here till here, you guys should be able to see like 2 different shades of orange. Should be darker. And this one should be lighter. And this shade should be yellow. I'll give you guys another 2 to 3 minutes. Okay. Do you guys have any questions at the moment up till this stage? Our class is so quiet today. I didn't expect it to be so quiet. What happened?
Ma'am, because this time every methods are very easy.
Very easy?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
That's good to hear.
This step is very easy.
This step is very easy. Why do you guys feel it more easy?
Ma'am, because we practiced like this on
You guys practiced it. So yeah, so you guys are feeling it now, right? So as you guys practice it, you'll feel that each of the techniques are more easy. So it's just the way if we practice it more, we tend to find everything easier. So that's one of the things you guys would learn as we learn through the classes. Parallelly, if you guys have finished it, right, you guys can try this with the different shades.
Ma'am, I can't get that merging that like color, ma'am.
You're not able to get this type of shading, is it? Like the merging?
Yes, ma'am.
What we can do, I would recommend you to draw like boxes, like squares, and make sure that you blend the entire box with yellow shade or any light shade that you like, and then start from one end to the next end with the dark shade. Okay, make sure that you don't take a large portion of the dark shade. Just make sure to take a small amount of it, and then you merge it along the way.
Okay,
If you practice that twice or thrice, you'll be able to see the difference.
ma'am, for that light shade, we can use the white, ma'am.
Yes, but you are welcome to use white as well.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
No problem. So let's move on to the next one. This one will be easier for you guys, okay? So we are going to implement 2 of the techniques that we learned into one shape. Starting with, use a flat brush. Make sure to wash it and dry it. And then we are going to start with the yellow color. I'm going to use the same yellow.
Ma'am, can you wait for 1 more minute?
Yeah, sure. Whoever has completed it, make sure the next stage is to give this shape, to just shade this shape with yellow color first, okay, as the base shade. Okay, we'll start to move on with the next one. I'll give you guys some more time to finish it off, okay? So you guys don't need to rush. First, start with the yellow base shade. It's fine, you guys are welcome to use any type of shades you guys have, but I would prefer using the lemon yellow.
Ma'am, I don't have space.
You don't have space, you can just draw this in a different sheet, but you can draw this in a different paper, and then you can paint it.
Ma'am, the fourth color has not dried yet.
Sorry, your fourth color has not dried yet. Okay, then there's maybe you can just take another sheet from another book or something, and then you can try to draw it in. I know that it might take some time for it to dry. Maybe meanwhile you can just observe what I'm doing, and then later on you can implement this in your notebook. Okay, so the next one, we are going to use dark orange. Just a moment. We are going to use the shade of orange. We're going to start it from here.
Ma'am, the dark orange.
Yes, but you can use the dark orange.
Ma'am, I don't have orange. Orange, ma'am.
We don't have orange. So do you guys remember what we did yesterday when we didn't have, when we just got a shade of orange? How did we get shade of orange yesterday?
By the red, ma'am.
By mixing red and yellow color, right?
Yes,
Just
ma'am.
try to implement the same technique. So if you guys don't have a color, don't stick in that step. Make sure to find, like, okay, if I have like two basic primary colors, how can I get the secondary color? Orange is the secondary color, isn't it? So we are mixing like two primary colors to get a secondary color.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am,
But
should the orange be watery or thick, ma'am?
Sorry, what was it?
Ma'am, should the orange be thick or should we wet it?
The orange it should be in the medium consistency. It shouldn't be more watery. At the same time, it shouldn't be more hard to merge.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, but you're saying that dark orange, ma'am.
In the second technique that we learned today, what I meant is when you're merging the red and the orange, right, you're getting a darker shade of orange. So in this, you should be able to see like four colors: red, dark orange, orange, and yellow.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, can you teach the previous method?
Yes, maybe like later on, okay? Or if it's possible, you can just view it in the YouTube that will be sent later on.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So once you guys have merged it, I'll tell you what's the next step. Okay. If you guys are up till what have done till now, just put a thumbs up in the meeting.
Ma'am, when I'm painting, the paper is tearing.
The paper is tearing. Do you have like a thick sheet of paper, or is it like thin, too thin?
It's thin only, ma'am. My paper is thin.
Oh. Okay, so it's fine for today's class, but make sure to get like a thick sheet of paper, okay? It's fine to use the A4 sheet as well.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Sorry, what was your question? Your voice is breaking, Pa.
Ma'am, can we also use A5 paper?
I think it should be good as well. Like the paper I'm using. Let me check what it is. It's like 110 GSM paper. I think it's a bit thick. I can show you how thick it is. It's a bit thick. It's not light as what we use for writing. So I'd recommend you guys to get like about 100 GSM paper should be fine, or 110 is also preferred. I'm using 110 GSM. After this step, you can see a lot of thumbs up. So what we can do, we can move on to the next step. I'm going to use the thin brush now. Okay. Do you guys have any idea what we will be doing next in this shape?
Ma'am, we are going to use red.
We are going to use orange color, the same orange color. But do you guys have any idea what we'll be implementing with this thin brush?
Ma'am, strokes.
We're going to outline.
We are not up to strokes yet, but yes, we do use the thin brush for the strokes, but not for this technique. Does anyone want to have a go?
Outline.
Outline, yes. Yes, that's correct. So we are going to, as I mentioned before, we are going to implement two techniques that we have learned into one shape. Okay. So we are going to give a border outline using orange, the same orange color that we have used to blend, just on the border shape, okay? Your brush shouldn't be dry when you're giving like outlines and things, so your brush shouldn't be dry. Otherwise it'll look a bit like odd, okay? You'll be able to see the white spaces then. So your brush should always be like, it should have enough amount of water in it so that you can give the border.
Ma'am, are you using red color?
I'm using the orange color, pa. But you are welcome to use red as well. If you want to see the difference, you can use red as well. But I am using orange color.
Ma'am, it's dark orange or red, ma'am?
I'm using the same orange that I used for blendings, but you are welcome to use dark orange as well. I'll give you guys a couple of minutes to do this. Till now, do you guys have any questions so far?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am, when we will draw with acrylic colors, with this color, watercolors.
With watercolors, first we need to complete all the poster colors and learn the basics of it. Once we are familiar with the painting techniques, then we can move on with the watercolors.
Ma'am,
Because watercolors, they do. Yes, ma'am.
ma'am, today we will do the drawing, or in another class we will do.
We will do the drawing now, and then I'll give you guys some instructions so that you can just try. We'll see how the time goes,
Okay, ma'am.
and
Ma'am,
then
I know
once
how to
we
draw with acrylic color.
you know how to draw with acrylic colors, that's good, that's good. So how we will plan to go is that we need everyone to learn the poster colors first, and then we'll try with the watercolors, and then we'll move to the acrylics.
Ma'am, this looks like the Himalaya brand's logo.
Oh, thank you, Pa. So we will move on to the next one. Okay, now we are going to draw. Just a moment. Okay. So we will be drawing a pumpkin for today's class, okay? To start and learn how to use the painting techniques. First, you need to draw a circle. It doesn't have to be perfect, by the way. You can just draw a freehand. After this, you just add like... This is a full picture.
Horizontal, we keep the note, ma'am.
You can keep it in horizontal, in landscape version.
Okay, ma'am.
Make sure to draw it big, okay? Because I think like why I'm drawing it in a medium size is because it needs to be visible to you guys. But make sure you draw it in like much larger so that it's easy for you to paint.
Ma'am, can you use compass?
Yes, we can use compass, yeah.
Ma'am, are we going to use this technique to color the pumpkin?
Yes, we'll be using few of the techniques that we have learned out of the 6 techniques that we have learned, and then we'll be implementing them in here. I'll give you guys like a couple of minutes. Okay, if you guys have already drawn this, just put a thumbs up in the meeting.
Finished, ma'am.
Good job. Just put a thumbs up if you're up to this stage. Okay, nice to see a lot of thumbs up. Can move on. We might be using the flat brush at the start, okay? You can use the same yellow color that we have used before. This one. Just add a small portion of it into your palette. For example, if you have like 25% of your paint, make sure to add 75% of water for this one. And before painting it in the actual drawing, right, just make sure if you have the right shade by checking it at the side of your page, okay? So you can start with, yes, Pa?
Can I give outline of the pumpkin in black color paint?
You shouldn't give it now. You know why you shouldn't give a black outline straight away?
No, ma'am.
Ma'am,
No,
can I?
do you want to have a
Because
guess?
this much.
Ma'am, can I?
Yes, Pa, you're right. So because it will get smudged with your drawing as well. Sorry?
I have already given the black marks, black sketch.
Black sketch, okay. So that's fine. Maybe try painting it with me parallelly. But from next time onwards, don't give like any black sketch or any black outlines, okay? Until we finish the painting.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, I can't get it like a pumpkin, ma'am.
You can't get it like a pumpkin. Did you draw like circles and semicircles beside it?
Ma'am, is this yellow or light yellow, ma'am?
I'm using yellow only, Pa. I'm using a lot of water. Can you see? Before when we were doing like the blending techniques, I didn't use this much water. But now I'm doing it because we need to get the lightest shade possible of yellow. Now get like a light orange shade, okay? Light orange shade. I'll show it here. About this one. It's close to like yellow but also orange. Make sure to give this shade at the side here.
Ma'am, shall I use chrome yellow?
Yes, but you can use chrome yellow. Or whoever doesn't have like any dark shade of yellows, they can just take a small portion of orange, mix it with water, same ratio, 25% paint, 75% water for an example. And then make sure to just shade it at the side.
Yes, త్వరగా కంప్లీట్ చేస్తాను నేను అన్ని హోంవర్క్ అనుకున్నాను. Ma'am, when I was coloring the page told ma'am.
Oh, that's fine, but make sure that you get like a thick sheet of paper next time, okay? It's fine for now. You can observe what I'm doing, and then later on you can implement this in your book, okay? It's usual to get the paper tone if it's like a thin sheet of paper, but make sure to get like a thick sheet of paper next time. Now I'm getting like a thick shade of orange, okay? Making sure that you're giving the darker shades just in the side of the pumpkin. You need to like wet your brush frequently so that you won't get like any dry strokes, okay?
We don't have orange.
You don't have orange? Then you need to mix red and yellow together.
சொல்றாங்க ஏன்டி திருப்பி திருப்பி சொல்ற நான் உங்க அம்மா சொல்றாங்க ஏன்டி திருப்பி திருப்பி சொல்ற அப்படின்னு கத்துறாங்க அவங்க மைக் ஆன் பண்ணி வச்சிருக்காங்க மேம் ஐ டோன்ட் ஹேவ் ஆரஞ்சு நான் சொன்னதுக்கு மேம் ஐ
Then you
டோன்ட் ஹேவ்
have to
ஆரஞ்சு
mix red and yellow together.
அவங்க வெர்மிலியன் அதோட பிரைட்டா இருக்கும் சரி நீ அதே யூஸ் பண்ணு அப்படின்னு ஒண்ணு மட்டும் அதுவும் மேம் கிட்ட ஏதோ பேசணும் கான்டாக்ட்ல இருக்கணும்
கொஞ்சம் மியூட் பண்ணீங்கன்னா பரவாயில்ல மற்றவங்களுக்கு டிஸ்டர்ப் இல்லாமல் இருக்கும்
Make sure to give like you can use either the thin brush or the flat brush edge, okay? To give the border in orange color for the pumpkin.
Ma'am, is this okay?
It looks okay in the meeting part. Just make sure to send a picture of it later on, okay? In WhatsApp.
Okay.
Okay. I've taken some portion of orange color into my thin brush, and I'm going to give like a border of it.
On the dark orange or light orange?
Use the dark orange for the border. Yes, pa?
When I touch water, it is spreading a lot more.
Did you dry the brush?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So if it's spreading a lot, maybe just take a tissue paper and just put it there so that it can suck all the water drops that are there.
The color
And you should be able to
is
paint.
spreading.
Sorry?
The color is also spreading, ma'am.
Yes, but that's fine. So just take a tissue paper and you can remove all the water there and then you can paint it on top of it.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. You guys can hold in the middle of the brush to give the borders, okay? If you're fine with it. Otherwise, you can just use the 90-degree angle that we learned. But when using the 90-degree angle, make sure that you don't press your brush much to the paper. Otherwise, the Sorry, but did you have a question? Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to blend this in together. Just in the side. See, when I'm blending it, you'll be able to see the yellow color on the side, but also you can see the shade of the orange. So this is what we are aiming for. After this, as we are running out of time, okay, I'm going to like show you what to do with the with this part of the pumpkin, and then you guys can complete this in your meantime. Okay, I'm going to show you what we need to do. Okay, so I'm using light green, the stem here.
Ma'am, I don't light green.
Then if you have dark green, make sure to add the same ratio, 25% paint, 75% water.
Ma'am,
Yes, but
ma'am, I joined late, ma'am, today.
that's fine. But you can go over the YouTube link that will be sent later in the group chat.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So now
You are
I'll be
using
using
paint?
Yes, pa. So I'm going to use the dark green now. I'm using my thin brush now, okay? Now I'm going to implement using this thin brush. Going to implement the borders. Once you have implemented the borders, make sure to give like just a moment. Make sure to give like a small line to the top. If you use a thin brush, it will be easy for you in this stage, okay? I'll give you guys a minute to do this. If you guys are not up till this stage, it's fine. I'll send you guys a picture of this later on for you guys to catch up, okay? Okay, so do you guys have any questions at the moment? Do you guys have any questions?
We should add dark green and light green.
Yes, but first you need to use the light green and then you need to use the dark green for the borders.
Okay.
Okay. Okay then, that's it for today's class, okay? I will send you guys what the homework is for this week and I will send a picture of this later on in the group chat, okay? If you guys have any questions, just feel free to ask in WhatsApp chat.